Now we come to the application of phytopreservatives. This is the third part of my lecture, application of phytopreservatives. Actually speaking, worldwide, there is a large interest in working in this area, use of phytopreservatives in food or meat. And there are large amount of publications. In fact, in my 2 books, there could be 8 chapters or some 5-10 review papers with my different colleagues. So altogether, there could be 1,500 references I have. So it is very difficult to talk in this area. So I am going to present a very summarized few things which is applied in case of meat. And before going for it, just a quick understanding about the meat consumption in India. As we all know, recently also we have heard in some lectures. So poultry meat is almost 50% in India. And that makes about 45% of meat consumed in India. So poultry is very popular, not only produced here, because of the price, easy availability, digestibility, and other advantages. So whatever work I have done mostly in poultry, moreover, poultry is most susceptible to oxidation due to high unsaturated fatty acids. So I have tried to work more on this, that I'm going to share later. And here a little bit of glimpse about the market, though there are not much systematic data available. So in the top left, we can see the global meat market. We can see the red meat and poultry meat is almost in the equal level. In the top right, we can see the functional food market with different ingredients. And in the bottom left, it is showing about the total food preservative market up to 25. There also meat and poultry products is having a significant share. And the bottom right, we can see the US market, where the chilled and processed meat is about 79%. Whereas in case of India, we all know the processed meat is very less consumed or produced. This particular table is telling about the functional food and beverage, because exactly I could not find much data exactly on functional meat or meat products. So here it is showing particularly the global scenario about some of the functional ingredients used in food and beverage, like carotenoids, fatty acids at different years. And in the right side, it is showing their application, particularly in the sports nutrition. All the developed country, the sports nutrition is a separate area. There is huge application of this special kind of food or functional food or nutrition. This particular table is a glimpse of use of natural antioxidants summarized from different sources, though it has some more different kind of foods, but some of them are meat, like cooked nuggets, meat, lamb steaks, pork meat, cooked pork patties, frankfurters. So they have used different plant source and their active components. Many people are aware. Actually, India, we have a lot of good scientists. I am in touch with many of them, even in collaboration, I have written a lot of papers. So like Dr. Nabina, Dr. Sen, Dr. Biswas, Dr. Das, they all have, Dr. Debatkal, they all have large number of publications in this area. So maybe even they are better than me in this aspect as a better scientist. So here, as I said, I was more interested in poultry meat. So these tables were made some time back actually. So I don't have the latest references, but mainly to show that what are the preservatives and their active principle and how they are used, mainly in case of poultry, because poultry meat is most susceptible to oxidation. So we can see the clove, ginger, garlic, onion, nutmeg, green tea in this table, and different people have reported with a good success in this area. Even Namina publication is there, somewhere Dr. Das is there. So I don't want to go much in details. Only thing what I mentioned here, what I wish to mention is many people are interested to use the extract, either the essential oils or extracts, but somehow I am in a different opinion, and I am going to make a point at the end. That is the whole plant or whole part. It could be say whole garlic or whole ginger or a whole leaves. That is a better use and better advantage. We don't lose anything, and we save the process also. In the process of extraction, then there is a purification, then there is a verification of the components. That is one of the major interest area worldwide somehow. So I can't avoid it. So this slide also shows some more use like oregano, honey, dried plums, grapes, sage, orange. So all of them either sometime they have used as a whole crude extract. Sometimes they have used the extract also. So generally 1 to 2% in case of crude extract is used. And there are always encouraging results in case of as a preservative, because all these plant products are high in antimicrobials and antioxidants. So definitely they are having a good impact on the storage. And if they are delivered properly, they can definitely give a health support. That's my my feeling. This is one more. Here, cinnamon containing eugenol, caraway, pomegranate. Again, our Dr. Nabina, I think Devatkal also did some work. Rosemary, tomatoes. So tomato is an excellent source of lycopene. That is a carotene pigment, which is a very good antioxidant. So it can prevent the oxidation. In fact, we did some work. This Najib et al., it is our work. So this lycopene, not only it can preserve food as an antioxidant, if we deliver it in our system, it can give tremendous health benefits and give us a lot of support. So now we are in the last part of today's lecture. Maybe another 10 minutes I can finish. So very quickly, I want to share some of the simple work. I have never done any high-tech work, very simple and very low-cost technology. So this particular product we have developed around 2000, that is 2002 we published. This is actually developed only as a cured block with very low salt, but no emulsion formation, no spices. So it's a very, very simple product, but it was really tasty. Neither it is smoked also, only as a kind of dilute curing and restructuring, I can say. So this product was used as the base to work on all the other plant, so different kind of plant powder or extract we have tried to use over this to see the storage life. So here, this is the, I am going to share 5 different projects, 5 or 6. So this particular one, that same block, we have added different kind of plant powders in a comparison to BHT. So drumstick leaf powder, mint leaf powder, and curry leaf powder. And we have ascertained the acceptable level as per sensory things. Sometimes it may have slight deviation in the color, but I feel it can be accepted in a later period. Initially, it may look odd, but it can be accepted later. So these are the different products, but here we could increase the shelf life very significantly. So the earlier product, which could be stored for 12 days, this could be stored up to 20 days. And these plant materials, if we can deliver, that is expected to give a lot of health benefits. So curry leaf, the drumstick leaf is an excellent source of iron or ascorbic acid or fiber or even protein. This is similar work, but we have used 4 different fruits powder, 3 different, that is gooseberry, red grapes, and tomato. Here there was not much deviation in the color. In fact, with tomato, color was a little more orange-like, and we found a lot of benefit, better preservative effect or storage life, and also it can be a good health support. So the salient findings I have already mentioned, they were equally acceptable in sensory point of view. They have antimicrobial activity and antioxidant activity. That is how we could get a longer storage life up to 20 days. This is the another work that is little bit new. I think people may not be fully aware. This is Garcinia, is a fruit available in Coorg region, southwest coastal India. It is Garcinia cambogia, or sometimes called as Malabar tamarind. So this is used in fish curry in those regions, and even in Kerala also it is popular. Somehow we could hear that it is having some preservative effect. So we did some details work, and we found that it could inhibit many foodborne pathogens. We did a trial and found that it could prevent many of these common foodborne pathogens. and it could have the antimicrobial efficacy Salmonella typhimurium and E. coli, and it can be used as a decontaminating agent. In case of cuts, we have tried to dip it and see. And we have tried to do storage study in case of minced meat and chunk meats in the left and right. And there also we could find very good preservative effect and increasing the shelf life. Then fermented meat product, we all know it is having better health benefits with the semi-digestion, and some of the antimicrobial components like bacteriocin will be there. It inhibits the bacterial spoilage or pathogenic bacteria, and it can improve the nutritional quality, digestibility, flavor. So fermented meat products are well known for these benefits. So we developed a fermented meat product by using fermented bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are very common in Northeast India. From there we got it fermented and we used it as a culture and compared with the normal lab culture, lactic acid bacteria culture, and we could find similar impact. About 3% of this bamboo shoot fermented we have used. The sausage quality was comparable with the lab cultures. It could be stored for 35 days in refrigeration. Cost of production was reduced actually. So definitely it can have some health benefits, these bamboo shoots. This is another very, very interesting work we did. That is the functional chicken chips. So first we developed a chips that itself was really a challenge without anything controlled. So you can see the A sample, that is a control chips we have developed from chicken. And later we tried to add several components to make it functional chicken chips. So first we have added the flaxseed powder. So we never went for any extract or anything, whole thing we want to use. There is a slight change in the color or slightly in the texture, but it was acceptable. So different level of flaxseed we have used. Here in the same, from that flaxseed, we have selected one suitable level, and then we have tried different level of this oats powder. So to make it functional, we wanted to add the fibers. So oats we have added 3, 6, and 9% powder. So that's quite huge. And from that one best we have selected. Then we have over that both flaxseed and oats are there. Over that we have added the drumstick leaf powder. So you can see the D is quite dark because of the green color of this powder. So from this again, whatever was best acceptable, we have selected. And then finally we have gone for one more, that is the jamun seed powder. So probably all of you know jamun seed particularly has got excellent anti-diabetic property and it is very popular. So this is the last level we have tried over that. So 4 different additives are made. And from that we can say best acceptable one is selected and we can call it as a functional chips. So all the 3 best were selected and we did storage study. 1% drumstick leaf powder, 1% jamun seed powder. And here it is jamun seed with the drumstick leaf powder. And all of them already has got the oats powder. So this we did a storage study and we found up to 100 days it was stable in room temperature. 100 days. Beyond that, of course, we could not do. So this is another probably the last one, that is the spenten meat pickle. Normally pickle we add by prepare by adding acetic acid. Here we have tried to use gooseberry or acetic acid and gooseberry in 50-50, and that was quite good and successful, and it could be stored in room temperature up to 60 days we have studied. So this product is expected to have a high level of vitamin C. The gooseberry is the richest source of vitamin C. So it can be a very good source of vitamin C, and that can be a good delivery for health benefits as antioxidants. So that's what the presentation is over. Now I will make some final comments. So first is points to ponder, that is we need to think about, can we afford to make mutton or chicken products when price of meat is extremely high? So many of us will work the meat product from mutton or say functional mutton product. Is it worth, is it affordable? The price will be much higher. Rather, why don't we think about adding these natural preservatives in the process of marketing? That is my feeling. And is there proper demand for functional meat products in India? That is my feeling, or where we should think about. Effect of partially oxidized meat and meat products. This is my realization that before it get oxidized, before we get the off order, it must be having some amount of oxidation. So that may be causing any health effect. There need to be understanding. Say, for example, normally we make meat. Say, normally, even in my home, 10 o'clock meat is made. Then it is consumed in lunch. Then we keep it. Again, night, sometime we warm it up and eat. So we know about warmed over flavor. Not only that, there will be sub-level oxidation. Those oxidative products may be going inside and causing silent damage. That is my concern. So there we need to think about. Or maybe we are saved because we use a lot of herbs and spices in our meat preparation. That's why probably such oxidation is prevented and we are saved. Whereas in Western countries or developed countries, they may not be using that much of natural antioxidant or herbs and spices. Maybe they are more affected with those oxidation process, because I have mentioned a point like why there was so much of mortality in developed countries, why India mortality was less in COVID. Possibly there are many reasons like lifestyle, stress, and probably food. So maybe our people are always eating more of vegetables, more of fresh, more of herbs and spices, and probably that is safeguarding us and we have better immunity or better strength to fight. I don't know. So, but my feeling is, say chicken is very popular. So can we, now we want to first popularize the packed chicken, fresh chilled chicken. So can we make it a process of adding some herbs and spices in the packet itself? So that will prevent the oxidation, that will give a natural supply of health benefits. Then here is, of course, functional food development. It's a multi-stage process. So we need several aspects, commercial, academic, and regulatory aspect need to be clear. Now, this particular second one I want to highlight, Sahidi 2015. He is a very renowned meat scientist. As I was telling, he says that whole price on spices only should be used. Whole spices or plants or herbs should be used, because the actual property of the major principle is sometimes supported by minor components, or there may be synergistic effect. So if we go for extraction, purification, that we will miss. The synergistic effect will be missed, and we may miss many of the nutrients and additional cost. So I feel, already I have mentioned, efforts should be made to popularize the herbs and spices added with the chilled meat or packed meat. And this is the final message. Antioxidant and antimicrobial properties of herbs and spices can be widely used with health benefits in meat. So I am telling not necessarily in meat product, in meat itself, if we can make the marketing process itself, that could be better. Some research need to be done about the synergistic effect of combining natural antioxidant and to enhance their efficacy. Research on toxicity. I know there will be some people in the audience, they will always raise this question that some plants, some herbs may not be safe. But I am talking about the regularly used plants and herbs and spices, which are in the process for long years. They are safe, and most of them are under GRAS, generally regarded as safe. So there is nothing much to worry. Studies needed about the market demand and consumer acceptability. Is there really demand for such kind of functional meat product? We need to understand. So this is the finishing, as I said, the epilogue. You are what you eat. So ultimately what we eat, that has an impact on our physiology and health, and you are what you think. So our mind is very, very important. So I have made some bottom lines in some slide. I could not explain. Actually, mind has a major role in our physiology. There are latest discovery about epigenetics, biology of belief, a famous book. So there all, it has proved at a highest level of science that ultimately the mind sends the signal to the body, to the every cell, and that's how it works. That's how the health is mentioned. So the think is important. All natural thinking will remain strong in future. And I feel finally natural farming, natural eating, and natural living. Rather, it's a holistic life. So I have a YouTube channel separately on this. I talk different topics on this holistic lifestyle. But of course, there is not much popularity. People are not very interested. And finally, the vegetarian, non-vegetarian, matter and spirit, law of karma. This is only very quickly I want to mention before I finish. That is the whether we should be vegetarian or non-vegetarian, there is certain issues like matter and spirit, materialistic and spiritualistic. So actually, if we see as a human, those who understand our ultimate journey is liberation. So if liberation is our journey, then vegetarian is a better food. But those who are not at all concerned about it, they are only bothered about health, means physical health, physical achievement, materialistic success. In that case, non-vegetarian food is good. You will have better strength physically, you may achieve better things, then it is fine. So there is no controversy. It depends on our goal of life. Those who realize that goal of life is only liberation, then we need to be vegetarian. We need to eat light. We need to keep the body light. There are so many aspects. And in there comes the law of karma. If you believe in spirituality, if you want liberation, then karma comes into the picture. So when you eat meat, you are part of that killing process. That affects your uprise in spirituality and liberation. But if you don't believe in spirituality, you don't believe in karma, you don't bother about soul and liberation, then non-vegetarian, meat, physical achievement, physical growth is fantastic. So this is the last slide. Further reading, the left and right, these are two of my books with Dr. Biswas. These two books has got at least 10 different chapters relevant to this topic with at least 1,200, 1,500 references maybe there, and large number of review articles I have. And in the center one is a natural antioxidant I suddenly came across. It is written, edited by some of our colleagues only, Rituparna, A.K. Verma and another. So this I will be very interested to read this book because my main interest is natural antioxidants. So this is where I have finished. Thank you very much. Few points maybe here and there I have gone other way, but this is my purely personal. I am open to for any discussion, question and clarification. Thank you.